Welcome to Healthy America. It's December 15th, 2022. We are talking about coconut oil benefits. A lot of people I know in this day and age are talking significantly about coconut oil and how it can actually help you with respect to, let's say, keto or curbing off hunger. But I think there's a lot of information on the internet as well that's quite beneficial. Um, I've tried this product out exclusively for a number of years in relation to trying to lose weight or burn fat. I'm not absolutely certain if it worked for me in that regard, but it's always worth a try. There are some other benefits here with regards to antimicrobial. I suppose with respect to swishing it in your mouth, the texture somewhat becomes liquefied after you swish for a couple of minutes. It seems to work in the sense of gum health. I've had some good response in that respect. I've noticed that if I had bleeding gums, it seemed to soothe the bleeding gums, and overall it felt a little bit fresher after swishing with it. So just, reviewing some of the sites online, I recommend everybody do their due diligence, speak to your healthcare practitioner, your doctor prior to taking any sort of supplement. I think it's a good idea to ensure that, your doctor is aware and that you're following their best advice. MCT, medium chain triglyceride, seems to be very big in keto. It comes in a liquefied form, which I guess is fractionated coconut oil, I believe. I found it beneficial sometimes. It does curb off hunger. So if you're on, let's say, intermittent fasting, it could be beneficial. Um, Other than that, see, this is where I know a lot of people have questions as to whether it can kill a lot of fungal or bacteria sort of strains. And I guess this is perhaps maybe some of the research that they've done. So as you can see, I'm not going to even attempt to try to pronounce some of these words. But this one I know, the pylori, Helicobacter pylori, seems to be prevalent in a lot of people. And if coconut oil can help, I think that would be quite beneficial. I'm not sure about the reduced hunger. I've tried to um, take coconut oil prior to meals, and I'm not certain if it really does curb hunger. It's hard to say in that respect. Um, I know, yeah, again, they mentioned ketogenic diet. So I guess, it's, I don't think it is something that could be detrimental to your health. I think it's perhaps something that you got to try and see how it works for you. But there is a lot of information online if you go and take a look at the various sites. I've actually been to a couple of these sites. Dr. Axe also has a lot of information on coconut oil, the benefits. Again, yeah, see, they're talking about ketones, which comes into consideration with respect to the ketogenic diet. Also, brain actually creates its own insulin. I didn't know that. Well, I guess you learn something every day. So this is the benefit of our channel. We highlight stuff that's rather trending or in the news, anything with respect to supplements that could be beneficial to people in general. I think there's a lot that we can take that would treat, our day-to-day ailments. UTI and kidney infection protects the liver. That's a very good benefit. I'm not sure about the coconut water. A lot of people swear by it, but I think there is a significant amount of sugar that could be added to it, and I think you have to be careful to ensure that there's not any added sugars, especially if you have issues with regards to high sugar. That could play havoc with you. Inflammation and arthritis, that's also quite interesting. I'm not sure about the prevention. I guess Dr. Axis mentioned this about the cancer prevention. Yeah, again, there's the pylori bacteria, Helicobacter. And again, yeah, the immune system boost. Yeah, I'm not sure about the memory component. I've used it for digestive issues predominantly, and I found some benefit to it. It really does seem to aid the digestive system, and here we are. Aids digestion, reduces stomach ulcers and colitis. Anybody who's had UC, the ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, my heart goes out to you. That is perhaps one of the most painful, um, diseases or ailments you could have. The pain and the sharp sort of feeling, down there at the time of going to the bathroom. It's just I can only imagine how horrible it must be. This could be something to try. Again, coconut oil can help improve bacteria and gut health, which I think is an excellent thing to have in anyone's diet. Gallbladder and pancreatitis, yeah. Gallbladder is a tricky thing. I know a lot of people have it removed. I'm not sure how I feel about having anything removed, but I would defer to the doctor's opinion, I suppose. But I have suffered from gallbladder, sort of having that feeling of bloat, and I tried coconut oil. I'm not sure if it was essentially coconut oil in itself or also reducing certain things in my diet, such as extensive amount of coffee or any spicy sort of food, and I really enjoy spice, so that was to my detriment. But yeah, you would feel that sort of full feeling under the rib, and I believe it's on the left side. That's where I felt it, and yeah, it's a discomfort that at some point you're not going to really be able to contend with. So I think diet change and maybe adding a coconut oil could be very beneficial. So skin issues, I'll be honest with you. I've tried shaving with coconut oil, and it works quite well. It does create a nice effect in the sense of being able to allow for you to shave in a more fluid manner. I guess the skin's a lot more smoother at the time because of the lubricating effects. But it's tough to get the coconut oil off of your face afterwards. It does leave a bit of a residue, and there is a certain smell as well. So I guess if you washed your face, that would be fine as well. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel oily liquid on my face to be a bit uncomfortable. Yes, and this is what I had mentioned earlier with respect to gum disease and tooth decay. Oil pulling is something I've tried with coconut oil on a regular basis, and for me it does work. I believe not only does it clean your teeth, and I believe my teeth may be a bit whiter after the fact, but also I think it helps with the gums. I think it's beneficial. My gum health, I remember I had inflamed gums, and I could see in the mirror, red and kind of puffy. And after a while of using coconut oil with swishing it in my mouth, there was a significant difference. It seemed as though my gums had calmed down, the inflamed redness had sort of subsided. So I was pleased with the benefit of using coconut oil in that respect. Bone health, I'm not certain. I haven't had an experience with that. Type 2 diabetes. So, with respect to the intermittent fasting, I would try the coconut oil, especially the fractionated coconut oil. I found to be really beneficial. Endurance, I've noticed there's been a change as well. I feel a lot more energetic. There's got to be some other sites as well beyond this that, oh, actually, maybe just looking at how to use might be beneficial. I usually just put it on a spoon, teaspoon or tablespoon, depending how much you can take. One thing to keep in mind, it's a rich sort of substance. So yeah, you will feel the oil nature of it. Um, and I get the extra virgin oil, extra virgin coconut oil. I think it's called that. Not to be confused with the olive oil, but the virgin coconut oil seems to be quite good. And it should be organic. The organic virgin coconut oil. I know I've gone to a few stores and they sell the liquid form, which sometimes is easier to consume. Otherwise, it's a pasty white sort of color. Aids in prevention of heart disease and high blood pressure. I have not done any experiments to, confirm that, but, you know, definitely, I think trying it on your own might be of benefit. WebMD also has some significant information on this as well. Well, yeah, I guess there's the nutritional aspect of it. Yeah, lauric acid seems to be the main findings, or one of the main components, and seems to be touted as something that's really beneficial. So, medical news, growing in popularity over recent years. Can do everything from supporting weight loss, slowing growth of Alzheimer's. Yeah, adding a bit of it, I think, makes sense into the diet. Again, it got a certain taste to it. I don't find it that appealing, in other dishes. I think if you put it in, curries or something like that, it could work. I know in Thai cuisine, they use coconut oil quite a bit. If you go to southern parts of India, they use a lot of coconut oil. So, I suppose it's another way to get it into your diet. Candida, yeah, that's another a big issue. I have found another supplement that works, or sort of vitamin that will work, that I'll do another video on, that has effectively helped me with when I had candida. It was actually broken out on my face. It was quite concerning, but it did work. So I don't think there's any problem maybe considering, using coconut oil for candida. That might be beneficial too. Liver disease, asthma, satiety, yeah, see, this is what they talk about because of the MCT, the fractionated coconut oil, which I guess is the medium chain triglycerides. They say it does help with hunger, perhaps something to consider. Weight loss, I think that boils down to how much you take in regarding the other foods that you consume. But I guess if the medical news people are talking about this in regards to the 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, what it contains, which is more than lard, and okay, well, yeah, I'm not really crazy about nut oils. There's some considerations there given the modification, genetically modified sort of element to that. But nonetheless, I think coconut oil is something very interesting and well worth trying. I think the benefits are seemingly far outweigh any negative sort of feedback. Looking at just the overall popularity, yeah, people do include it in their ketogenic. I think people who may be vegan or predominantly on a vegetarian diet would want to get their fats from plants, or any sort of non-meat based products. So coconut oil for sure, I think, would definitely help. But nonetheless, we will record more videos on other supplements, as I said, even the ones that have been helpful in treating candida. But coconut oil, in my opinion, I'd give it an A. I think it's something worth trying. It could help. It may, provide you some benefits as listed. But yeah, if you like what we're doing here, we want to put in a lot more information. Please do like our channel, subscribe, and please comment if there's anything you want us to cover or give our own perspective on if we've tried it. That'd be very helpful. Thank you, and have a great day.